We're not a traditional classroom setting where you read the textbook, you listen to a lecture, and you learn the material that way. We are more about adding that layer of experience, action, reflection, where the students can learn by doing and learn by experiencing, which takes their knowledge to a different level.
Time to start. We got the young gentleman from France on the floor for the Knicks.
Hakoum Dadier is on the floor. He was the number 25 pick, the fourth of four Frenchmen selected in the first round. He gets it to Towns, his three no good, and rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Tom Thibodeau very impressed with Hakoum in the preseason.
Yeah, shot the ball really well. And we might see Ariel Huckaporty tonight as well, who much more mobile big man than they realize. Horford doubled in the deep corner, trying to get rid of it, trying to hang on to it, and the ball is whistled out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks, punched away. And so Boston will keep it with 7 to shoot.
7 seconds. Horford in the deep right corner, right in front of the Boston Celtic bench.
6-0 Knick run dating back to the end of the first quarter, near the end of the first quarter. Inbound to Holiday, fading three, in and out, and Towns rebounds, and the Knicks look to continue the surge. Up ahead to the veteran Payne out on the right hash against Hauser, drives a left shoulder into him, backs off, now drives around Hauser, puts up a flipper, no good, missed the shot. Hauser there to secure the board.
Well, penetration by the Knicks. They're doing a good job attacking inside.
Meanwhile, Boston shooting a three, and Brown misses, but an offensive long rebound to Drew Holiday. 9.5 to go before halftime. Holiday drives against Dadier, knocked away, but it ends up with Tillman, who puts it up, missed it, and got his own rebound. Finds an open corner three that goes down for Al Horford.
Boston's always been very, very good when they secure that offensive rebounding, finding the perimeter three-point shooters spotted up.
11th three-pointer, first of the quarter, and now it's Deuce McBride driving and getting fouled on his way down the lane. That foul is going to be against Drew Holiday. That'll be Holiday's first. 46-28 Boston, 9:14 to go, second quarter here at TD Garden.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shots in the paint early for the New York Knicks.
And it appears, got to be by design, right? To run them off the three, and because it has been easy trips to the lane.
Yeah, I think probably I'm just noticing it more because they're struggling so much from outside. They're not scoring. So, there's a tendency to think they're doing nothing but shoot the ball in the paint. The truth is they're doing nothing but make their shots in the paint.
Deuce McBride hits both free throws. He's been a bright spot. He's got 11 off the bench.
He's played very well and drew that charge on Jaylen Brown.
16-point Celtic lead in possession. Drew Holiday penetrates, kicks it out to Brown. Brown Euros through the lane, outside to Holiday. Dribbles it once, shoots the three, and hits the 12th three-pointer of the first half for the Celtics.
Yeah, Drew Holiday didn't have his feet set, so he kind of bounced the ball one time to get, Raph would call it, to get his puppy straight and knocked it down.
Get that rhythm, 49-30 Boston. 8.5 to go in the half. Deuce McBride steps on the sideline. He too was not set and was looking to steady himself. He took a dribble and then kind of stepped back a little bit. You see a lot of the NBA players do that near the sideline and turns it over. 49-30 Celtics in command here with 8.5 to go, second quarter on opening night. Brown inside Holiday, tries to bull around McBride, can't. Outside Horford, he'll shoot a three, it's a miss. Long rebound, chased down by Hauser on the wing. Sends it to Brown, who's wide open. He'll take the three and he'll connect. 13 first half triples on opening night for the defending champion Boston Celtics. 52-30 Celtics, 8 minutes to go, first half. Here's McBride, can't get around Sam Hauser. Over to Dadier, the Frenchman. He'll miss a three from outside, rebounded by Boston. The Knicks 1 for 10 from three-point land here in the half. Another three for the Celtics, missed out of the corner by Tillman.
Who shot the ball much better coming to Boston than he had prior to that.
And Anunoby missing a three, make it 1 for 12 for New York here in the first half. 7:30 on the clock and moving. Celtics with a 22-point lead.
Joe Mazzulla slows him down. He wants a set right here.
He's got Holiday leading up top. Horford and Brown near the free throw line. Now Brown pops out, receives the pass. 5 to shoot, drives on Anunoby. Now fades, fires out. It was halfway down and Towns grabbed it.
They ran an ISO for Jaylen Brown. Very few pick and rolls so far.
That's a good point. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns setting a screen. They work it around, though, the Knicks to McBride out on the right. Finds Anunoby on the arc. Now with 8 to shoot, up top to Deuce McBride. Now behind the back dribble, finds some space, takes a 3 and connects. Just the second three-pointer for the Knicks tonight.
Deuce McBride with 14 points, and he's yet to miss a shot, Kesty.
5 for 5.
2 for 2 from 3.
52-33. Here is a pick and roll. Brown to Tillman, lost it. Now he's triple covered underneath. Sends it outside. They work it to Hauser. His 15-footer's up and in. A mid-range for Sam Hauser.
Good ball movement by the Celtics. Good defense by the Knicks. Hauser couldn't get the 3 off, but he put it on the floor from the corner and made the short jumper, the mid-range shot.
54-33. Here's the speedy Payne. Takes it all the way to the cup and kind of cradles the ball and lays it in to the disgust, I would assume, of Joe Mazzulla.
Joe is not happy with the Celtics' interior defense, but fortunately, they've put 54 on the board. We're not even midway through the second quarter.
The Knicks have 14 paint points. The Celtics have 13 three-pointers and part of this big lead with 6:18 to go in the half. Boston 54, the Knicks 35. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hey, Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries? Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh and get 50% off a 3-pound bag of grapes for $3.99. Get deals on thousands of grocery items and save up to 50% on weekly favorites. Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh. Select varieties.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent maracas smell amazing." You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Oh, such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I know, right? I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
Oh, no, I meant those blackout motorized shades. MVP of the room.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. Even you can do it.
Nice.
I installed these and then got some for my mom, too.
What, you fly across the country to do the install?
Nope. Blinds.com can do it all. All she had to do was pick what she wanted. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Look at you, a Hall of Fame son.
Oh, I just picked the winning team. They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Oh, Blinds.com is the GOAT.
The GOAT!
Shop Blinds.com right now and get up to 45% off select styles and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Save up to 45% at Blinds.com. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
Time now for today's trivia question brought to you by Dr. Pepper here at the NBA on ESPN Radio. All right, we know the Celtics are trying to go back-to-back for NBA champions. When was the last time the Boston Celtics won back-to-back NBA titles? Give me the answer coming up in the second half. Mark Kessler, PJ Calissimo, back to you guys in Boston.
Kevin, thank you very much. That's a good one. Last time back-to-back. Well, we know they did the 8 straight.
Yep.
Did they have back-to-backs in the 70s? The 80s where it felt like every other year. I'm going to have to say it was That run of
Mr. Bird, McHale, and them never got a back-to-back.
I thought that was 84, 86. Yeah, so it might be that run, run of 8 straight.
Well, the stat that was amazing to me with this win, I mean, they won in 08, but you say it's only 2 in, 38 years.
That's right, 1986
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's a great point. Celtics 54-35 lead. Peyton Pritchard lifts for 3. It's a miss. Jericho Sims rebounds.
Well, let the record show there's a lot of teams in the NBA that would like to in 38 years.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
Just doesn't float in Boston as well.
No. Clippers are opening up a new building tomorrow. That franchise is still looking for one. Been a long time as Brunson nearly got one to fall as he got fouled. Got yanked down. The ball hung up on the rim for a bit. And that's going to be on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second. I think the Knicks are still trying to get their feet settled. Not only is Boston humming, picking off the last year, but you got new players just trying to figure it out, and they're just discombobulated.
Last year, it happened to be the first game of the year. It wasn't opening night because obviously they weren't the defending champions, but Boston opened up in Madison Square Garden. These two teams played each other first night. There's only 5 players still on New York that played, that were on the roster that night.
Wow.
There's 12 from Boston.
That's amazing.
The teams that ended the year, we had the game too. The Knicks, when they lost to Indiana, there's only 8 players back from that group.
Wow.
The Celtics, when they won, there's 15 back from the ones that defeated Dallas Mavericks.
In other words, work in progress.
Serious continuity for Boston and a lot of new faces for Tom Thibodeau to try and put together.
Well, the old face Brunson made both free throws. Still 17-point Boston lead. Here's a long 3. Good. Jason Tatum runs the lead back to 20. He's got 5 first-half triples. Well, if you can hit 3-pointers like this, you might as well shoot 55 a game. They are 14 for 27 from three-point land. Knicks with it, out on top of the arc. It's Brunson, comes around to the top with Pritchard, now cuts near the post. Taken away by Jaylen Brown in the open floor. Brown skies and stuffed it. And the crowd loving it here in TD Garden.
How about that 1-2 punch? Jason Tatum, magnificent. But guess what? Jaylen Brown was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the Finals MVP.
Here's a baseline cut, and Jericho Sims going up and jamming one right in the face of Luke Cornett that time.
Well, Deuce McBride has been the best player, but Jericho Sims has also been very impressive off the bench for Tom Thibodeau.
He has had a good preseason, worked with your guy, assistant coach Mark Bryant.
Happy to be back, and not that he was unhappy where he was, but loves being home.
59-39 Boston. Derek White, good look from the right corner. Buries another triple. It's getting ridiculous. 15 first-half three-pointers for the Celtics.
Pritchard had a pretty open shot. Derek White was more open in the corner.
Brunson, tough runner in the lane. They're trading 3 for 2 here tonight, and that equals a gigantic Boston lead. They're up 62-41. 4 minutes to go in the half. Luke Cornett looking to pass, dribbles outside the arc, gets it in the hands of Jason Tatum. 18 points, 5 assists here on opening night. Slings it to White. He hits another 3. 65-41 Boston, 16 triples.
Sling is a great call. That was a left-handed kind of cross-court pass from JT to the open Derek White.
And another leaning 2 in the middle of the lane for Jalen Brunson.
Well, at least that time Jalen Brunson didn't get knocked down. He spent half of this game already on the floor.
Boston is plus 14 on three-pointers. You do the math for me. That's like 40 points, right?
Yeah, 42 of them.
Jeez. Jaylen Brown right of the circle. Going to try to back down. Deuce McBride now shoots over him. Got the foul. Shot off the iron. No good. And Jaylen Brown will casually walk to the free throw line.
Deuce McBride talking to Brandon Schwab. We know he's not going to get anywhere with that conversation, but he's trying to explain to him, I just thought I had really good pressure on him.
Brandon Schwab, one of the younger officials in the league, who's getting a shot here in a big spotlight. Zach Zarba, our lead official, 21st year. In fact, Zach was here for Game 5 of the Finals when the season ended last year.
I thought we just left him.
As the first free throw for Jaylen Brown is good. A couple of starters will check back in for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Sims, and McBride head to the bench.
Well, I got news for you. Sims and McBride are going to be starting soon if they continue to play the way they've played so far.
Yeah, they're 6 for 6 combined for 16 points.
have been really impressive for Tom Thibodeau. I was kidding Zach. My family, all the time that I was at Seton Hall, lived in Upper Montclair. Zach moved from Brooklyn to Montclair, so I'm kidding him. He lives about a mile from my brother.
He's in good company.
Excellent official.
Jaylen Brown is both free throws, one of the best in the NBA. 3:10 to go. First half, 67-43 Celtics. A barrage of triples. Now Brunson will pull for three and hits. Jalen Brunson knocking down a triple his first.
The multifaceted Jaylen Brown. He can beat you in so many ways. Inside, outside, post up, footwork, passing, rebounding. Ridiculous.
Brown missing a three for Boston. Towns has the rebound. Brunson, by the way, is 6 for 6. Tried a no-look pass, nearly got away, but saved deftly by Mikal Bridges in those long arms.
Yeah, I think Mikal wasn't expecting that.
Mikal Bridges can't get Towns. He'll shoot a three and hit. Now the Knicks have hit back-to-back threes. That's going to be a dangerous combination when it's going well. Towns and Brunson. Pick and roll and three-point shooting.
Yeah, only the second three attempted so far by Karl Anthony Towns. He's got that little push shot. Doesn't really get off the ground on his three, but when you're that big, you don't have to.
Boston's lead is at 18. Tatum with it. Dribbling into the lane against Hart. Layup good. The unstoppable Jason Tatum tonight has a 20-point first half. 20-point lead. Brunson deep layup. No, and rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Joe Brunson's upset with himself. He knows that's one he normally is going to finish.
Brown looked a little more cut to you here this season. Looks like he's put some time in the gym, and we've got a foul on the floor is the call as Brown was driving. Was it against Brunson, and he's grabbing
below
south
the belt.
of the border. Yeah, I think he might have got
below
hit.
the belt.
Yep. So he'll try to recover from that. And we have a timeout on the floor with 1:50 to go here in the first half. Boston with a 20-point lead thanks to 20 points from Jason Tatum. 69-49 over the Knicks. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the One. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Kevin Winter inside our Grainger studio. Coming up on the AutoZone halftime report for the first time since 2011. Steph Curry will play a game for the Golden State Warriors without Klay Thompson as a teammate. We'll hear from the Warriors superstar coming up on the AutoZone halftime report here on the NBA on ESPN Radio. Mark Kestisher, PJ Carlissimo. You asked the question moments ago, does Jaylen Brown look bigger this year? He looks like a football player, or better yet, he looks like a middleweight boxer, like Marvelous Marvin Hagler did back in the day when I was growing up. Back to you guys in Boston.
I think Gerard Mayo would like him out with the Patriots right now at middle linebacker. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what, Joe Mazzulla, every time we talk to him, he talks about how hard his best two players work and how hungry they are, and they try and come back better players each year. That's a pretty good situation. Jaylen Brown, by the way, is 27, going to be 28 in 2 days.
Oh, that's right.
October 24th.
Birthday's coming up Thursday.
Exactly. And Jason Tatum is 26. He's not going to be 27 until next March.
And they're all locked up for about $500 million plus.
Wow.
For the next few years, right in their prime. Here's Tatum with it. 3 to shoot. Baseline 3. Good. I mean, that barely moved the net. That might have been the best of the 17 three-pointers they've hit this half.
Bridges was right on him. He just leaned back. His shoulder almost went into the Boston bench behind him, and he buried it.
The Celtics have tied their franchise record for 3.5 with 17. The NBA record's 1 away. Here's Hart driving, got the contact, muscled up the shot and missed it. He'll go to the line with the Knicks trailing 72-49. The Celtics record for 3.5 is 17, PJ. The NBA record is 18. They're 1 away. And oh, by the way, on a season opener, the record for threes, any team, season opener, 23. They may get that in a half. They won't, but that one might go down here tonight.
That was the NBA
That was the
NBA record.
Holy smokes, what an opening night for the Boston Celtics. They are so good that they've quieted down this crowd who's been satiated here in the first half.
It is the NBA in its first half.
Good point.
We've seen outrageous comebacks, but this, I don't know what adjective you would have to put on it if somehow the Knicks get themselves back in this game.
Hart split the free throws there, 72-50. 22-point lead for Boston. Here's Tatum for the record tire. Couldn't get it.
Get him out.
On a 3, and it's rebounded by Anunoby. Tatum, 23.6 assists in the first half. Brunson back to the basket against Derek White. Bumps, spins, try to get around him. Can't. Great defender. Outside to Karl Anthony Towns, 10 to shoot. Cat puts it on the deck, drives the lane. Shot blocked by Horford. Out of bounds. Knicks ball, 6 to shoot. And the 38-year-old Horford getting a big hand.
Kessie, that was an example of the point of emphasis this year, straight line. The defender did a good job, didn't interfere with the straight line for Cat, not allowed the weak side help to come over and block the shot.
Yeah, we'll describe that coming up in a moment. First 6 to shoot for the Knicks into Towns. Towns against Horford with 2. Towns takes the step, gets rid of it at the horn, hits it, and a foul. Another late clock foul. That time it's going to be on Al Horford, who hip-checked Karl Anthony Towns, a chance for 3.
Swept across the lane, Karl Anthony Towns, and it was almost shades of Cliff Hagan. I'd call it more a little baby push shot than a hook, but looked just like a hook shot, and a really tough shot over Al Horford.
Well, we talked about the new it's not really a new interpretation. Second half last year, defense was being rewarded more by the officials, and so it was clarified to us that as long as you get your straight line as an offensive player, defense is not allowed to get in there. That's what the interpretation is.
You can't reroute them. You can't make them change their straight line to the basket.
Towns hit the free throw, 3-point play, 25 seconds to go in the half. Still a 19-point lead for Boston. Here's Drew Holiday out on top. Tatum setting a screen. Holiday guarded by Bridges, 6 to shoot. Back to Tatum on the arc, dribbles inside against Brunson, puts it up and puts it in. 2-pointer by Tatum, who's got 25 in the half.
The NBA record for 3.5 might be safe.
7 seconds to go, and the Knicks have ball. Here's Brunson driving inside, dishes to the cutting Hart, flips it up and in with a 2.5 left. Well, they have a 2.5, so they still have a shot.
But Peyton Pritchard's not in the game.
He's not. I was looking for him, too. He's the heave god, as they call him here. Brown looking to inbound baseline. Finds Horford, 1 dribble. Long 3 at the horn. Off the mark. Wouldn't have counted anyway. But that's a 74-point first half, fueled by 17 three-pointers. And Jason Tatum, by the way, has 25 at halftime.
Kesty, you're right. The building is very, very quiet.
They're happy.
They've seen the banner go up. They've seen the rings. They're not impressed with a 74-point first half by their Boston Celtics.
74-55, Celtics leading the Knicks. We are halfway through on this opening night in the NBA. Let's turn it over to Kevin Winter in the studio. Here's the AutoZone halftime report.
Kesty, PJ, AutoZone to get in the zone. AutoZone, you knew it was deep waters for the Knicks when with 4 minutes to go and the Celtics made their 15-3 in the first half, Kesty says, this is getting ridiculous. Now, PJ Carlissimo is right. The old wise coach, I'm allowed to say it, we're friends. It's the NBA. Everyone makes the comeback. Let's see what happens in the second half. 74-55 up next on the AutoZone Halftime Report. We'll look ahead to Game 2 of the national television doubleheader for the Lakers and the Timberwolves, plus life without Klay Thompson for Steph Curry. All that's coming up next. Celtics by 19 is the NBA on ESPN Radio.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
But only one will get their hands on it. All 30 teams, 6 groups, every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. The Emirates NBA Cup begins November 12th on ESPN and TNT.
FX presents American Sports Story, Aaron Hernandez.
Football is all I got. Everything's okay when I'm playing ball.
You can't make mistakes, Aaron. People are watching you. From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Is there something that you want to tell me?
You don't know what kind of thoughts I have.
Aaron! FX's American Sports Story, Aaron Hernandez. All new Tuesdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Tatum for 3, another one. What an opening night for Jason Tatum. 4 triples, 15 in the first quarter, and the Celtics have a 13-point lead.
Boston had 10 threes in the opening quarter, 17 in the first half. Led by 24, they lead by 19 here at the AutoZone Halftime Report at TD Garden. Kevin Winter with you. Opening night of the 2024-2025 NBA season. Second half is coming up. We'll see what the Knicks are able to do. Karl Anthony Towns does have 12 in his Knicks debut. Speaking of debuts, the next time the Golden State Warriors suit up, which will be tomorrow night in Portland, they will not have Klay Thompson on the court. Klay Thompson will debut with the Dallas Mavericks this week. Last night, Steph Curry, one of the longest tenured members of the Golden State Warriors, he joined Scott Van Pelt on Sports that are talking about this year's Warriors squad and no Klay.
You've made it clear that you're still playing to win. You've done plenty of that. It's a new group. There's some new faces, some youth trying to figure out how it all fits together. What will be the tell for you early on if you all have enough that by the time we get to the winter and the spring, you guys will have a chance to do what you've done before?
I mean, obviously your record is going to speak for itself. You have to be the team that you say you are by winning games. But I think, the committee, the strength in numbers again that we've adopted over the last 10 years of this run is in full effect this year. We have 13 guys that, legitimately could be in our NBA rotation. And you got to be able to figure out the right combinations. And everybody has to commit to that. It's not going to be easy. Our starting lineups could change from night to night. The bench combinations could change from night to night. So coach doesn't have an easy job, but we all got to be committed to bringing the right energy when you're on the floor, and then hopefully good things will come out of that.
So I had a highlight, last week, and it's Clay in a Dallas uniform. It was weird for me, man, and I'm just reading a highlight. What's it like for you all in the room, and the biggest adjustment to not having the unique energy of Klay Thompson?
It's just that. It's his unique energy in the locker room. You know, we know what he did on the court for us for, you know, the last decade plus, and, you know, all the games and championships he helped us win. But his presence in the locker room, him sitting in his chair reading the newspaper before the game, whatever outfit he came in off the boat, that type of stuff, you'll miss that for sure. But you got to embrace, obviously, this year and move into, you know, what this team is. But, you know, November 12th, we'll welcome him back to Chase Center for the first time and celebrate all he meant to our team.
This is year 16, Stephen, and I just wonder for you what it is that represents to you how much time has passed with the understanding that we've still got this time right now.
16 for me is special because when I came into the league not knowing anything about what my career was going to be, 16 was always a number of accomplishment because that's what my dad played. He played 16 years in the NBA. And that was always a goal of mine. So this is a cool full circle moment for me and him. So it's always a reminder to appreciate what's happening right now. Continue to give everything you have to the game because you know it'll end at some point. But yeah, like I'm thankful that I'm still in a position where I can compete at the highest level, still try to win, play the game that I know how to play. And with all the work that I put in, and you know, my body is still giving me, you know, the ability to do that. So I'm appreciative all the way around and just trying to maintain that motor and that killer instinct that has driven me this whole time along with my teammates.
To finish this off, that's not a wrap, right? Like 16 is what Dad did, but son might have, there's more runway beyond this. I mean, at the level you are, there's still more beyond right now, yes?
Oh yeah, you can acknowledge it, but still put the ellipses at the end.
Right on.
And know that there's a lot more in the tank for sure.
I love that, man.
No swan songs over here.
Good, that's what we want to hear, Steph Curry. No swan song over there. Steph Curry with Scott Van Pelt, Kevin Winter with you on the AutoZone halftime report. Golden State at Portland. They'll open tomorrow night. Dallas, the defending Western Conference champs, will open on Thursday at home against the San Antonio Spurs, and that's when the Mavericks will welcome Klay Thompson as their newest member. Up next on the AutoZone halftime report, look back at the first half, which was a 3-point barrage for the Boston Celtics to lead the Knicks by 19. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio.
Hey, Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries when you can save big on thousands of items at Amazon Fresh? Shop Prime exclusive deals and save up to 50% on weekly grocery favorites. Plus, save 10% on Amazon brands, like our new brand Amazon Savor, 365 by Whole Foods Market, Aplenty, and more. Come back for new deals rotating every week. Don't miss out on savings. Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh. Select varieties.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
Looking for a better night's sleep? Ashley has affordable mattress options for everybody. From soft, cloud-like comfort to firm, next-level support. With the best mattress brands under one roof, like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. From memory foam to hybrid, our huge selection of mattresses has you and your sleep covered. And right now, you can receive $300 in Ashley cash with the purchase of a premium mattress. Plus, pay 0% interest for 60 months with minimum purchase required. Only at Ashley. Visit us at one of our many tri-state locations.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Here's Tatum with it. 3 to shoot. Baseline 3. Good. I mean, that barely moved the net. That might have been the best of the 17 three-pointers they've hit this half.
Bridges was right on him. He just leaned back. His shoulder almost went into the Boston bench behind him, and he buried it.
The Celtics have tied their franchise record for 3.5 with 17.
17 is where they stand. The lead is 19. Second half is next. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits Black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 Black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real-person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people would mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Winter. That'll do it for us on the AutoZone Halftime Report. Usually you ask the question for a defending champion, what do you do for an encore? I didn't think we'd be asking the question to start the second half on opening night. It is the NBA. Everyone makes the comeback. Let's see if the Knicks have one in Boston by 19. Back to the Garden with PJ Carlissimo. Here's Mark Kestisher.
Kevin, you're right. Oftentimes you wonder if guys get their rings and you talk to the crowd and you get all the adulation and then you come out cold. Even though statistically we noticed in the last 3 years the reigning champ has won opening night in 10 of the last 12. But I don't think many of us expected 17 three-pointers in a lead that was as much as 24 in the first half of the Celtics.
I couldn't agree more, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Knicks players did not get a lot of adulation from Coach Thibodeau at halftime.
What was Tibbs most likely telling his team.
He could have even told him the numbers, and he said, it's not because Boston's offense is good, it's because our defense is not.
Well, one of my favorite guys to follow, our former teammate Tom Habistro, tweeted out, if you take away the Boston three-pointers, and there's 17 of them, just take those away. The Knicks lead would only be 4. That's how dominant this first half was for Boston.
Guess the almost as impressive as the 74 points are the 2 turnovers that
That's
the
a great
Celtics
point.
have. 2 turnovers and 74 points.
About as good a first half as you could play. And again, we're not going to have Kristaps Porzingis for a bit, still coming off-season foot surgery, though the numbers bared out last year. The Celtics were 21-4 without him. Crowd late getting back in for the second half, which is just getting underway. OG Anunoby for the Knicks. Drives on top of the lane. Now spins, fires, missed badly to the right. Rebounded by Jason Tatum. Tatum and Brown, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford. Here's a three-pointer that goes down to open the second half. Wow.
It took 25 seconds.
Jaylen Brown hits the 18th three-pointer. Now Brunson on the drive, lost it as he got defended by Drew Holiday, went off the thigh of Brunson and out of bounds. So a three-pointer and a defensive stop for Boston. The onslaught's back on. Here's White for 3. Yup. 19 triples. The record is 23, by the way, on opening night.
Well, I tell you what, when New York turns the ball over, Boston scores. Although, truth be told, Boston scoring every possession. Doesn't matter whether it's after a turnover or not.
Karl Anthony Towns will send it outside to Brunson. Brunson drives, free throw line, whistle off the ball. Defensive 3-second call against the Celtics. Al Horford. Just 65 seconds into the game. Now, I know the fans are happy. They saw the banner raised. They watched the team get their rings, and they got a first half in which the Celtics put up 74. But they're going to come back and watch the second half, right? You paid a lot of money for that.
I don't know. I think either the concessions are doing really well or they're out buying souvenirs because this crowd has gotten so quiet. It's kind of night as Mikal Bridges misses the free throw off the defensive 3. Joe Mazzulla is in midseason form. He's giving Brandon Schwab an earful for calling the defensive 3.
I want to see if one of the officials says, calm down, Joe. We're all going to be dead soon. It won't matter in the long run. Easy on that quote. We'll come back a few times. Here's the inbound to Brunson. Brunson sends it over to Towns on the left wing. Cat will drive the lane. Behind the back pass down low to Hart, who beats the clock and lays it in. It was Drew Holiday got stuck in the restricted area down. I think his sneaker had come off a little bit.
Yeah, Jason Hart literally stepped over him before he shot the ball. Another good pass, by the way, from Karl Anthony Towns.
80-57, Boston leading. We're just underway. Third quarter here at TD Garden opening night. Tatum feeding Horford. Now drives into the lane, knocks down Brunson. The whistle, though, is going to be against the Knicks. Well, is that on OG? It is.
Yeah.
Brunson tried to sell the charge, but OG gets called for the foul.
And he's pretty good at it. He was number 2 in the NBA last year in charges drawn. Only Brandon Pajemski from Golden State had a better percentage drawing charges than the MVP candidate. That's how hard Jalen Brunson competes.
First on Brunson, side out of bounds. Celtics have it. Brown floats it in from the top, off the window, missed it, got it back himself, puts it up, no good again. 2 misses from Brown. And Brunson will bring it up left to right as we watch it. Knicks in the white uniforms, orange numerals, New York across the chest. Brunson backing down White, high post, 12 to shoot, passes out to Hart. Dribble handoff Bridges. McHale at the free throw line. Pass tipped and stolen. Al Horford with the steal. Feeds Drew Holiday left wing. He'll pull for 3 and he'll connect. That's 20.
Another turnover, another bucket, another quick timeout by Tom Thibodeau. And how about Al Horford? Jalen Brunson saw it. Josh Hart was open going to the basket, but he couldn't deliver the ball because Horford had his hands up, got the deflection. It led to the 3 on the other end. Good defense, better offense.
Biggest lead for the Celtics right now, 83-57 advantage, 26-point lead with 9:41 to go in the third quarter in Boston for the defending champs. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Pain hits fast, so get relief fast. Only Tylenol Rapid Release Gels have laser-drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Fast release, fast relief. And now with fast 1-hour delivery available at Walgreens. See walgreens.com/same-day delivery for details.
Hey Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries when you can save big on thousands of items at Amazon Fresh? Shop Prime exclusive deals and save up to 50% on weekly grocery favorites. Plus, save 10% on Amazon brands, like our new brand Amazon Savor, 365 by Whole Foods Market, Aplenty, and more. Come back for new deals rotating every week. Don't miss out on savings. Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh. Select varieties.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details. Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
I'm Kevin Winter with the NBA on ESPN Radio. J.J. Redick making his coaching debut tonight in the NBA was asked what's his approach to Bronny and LeBron tonight.
We had a couple conversations around it. I think everybody is on the same page. You know, we want it to sort of make sense and we want it to happen naturally and in the flow of a game.
History could be made in the second half of the national television doubleheader. Lakers hosting the Timberwolves. Kesty PJ, back to you in Boston.
Well, he was just having a few dinners with J.J. Redick during the playoff run last year, from playing days to the podcasting to the #1 ABC television team, and now the Lakers get underway against the Timberwolves a little bit later on TNT, right here on ESPN Radio. We've got Boston 83, New York 57, 9:40 to go. John Madani, our producer, handing me this. If you only counted the Boston threes tonight, they got 20 of them, they'd be leading this game 60-57. 23 pointers for the Celtics. Knicks have it out of the timeout. Towns sprays it over into the corner, and Mikal Bridges knocking down a three. Had a horrific preseason from distance, and that three-pointer goes down for Bridges, his first as a Knickerbocker. 83-60, Boston leading. Foul, Karl Anthony Towns on the perimeter, defending a little too tightly on Al Horford. First foul on Cat, second team foul against the Knicks.
Tom Thibodeau's not going to mind them with getting a little more aggressive with some fouls right now. That was part of the problem in the first half. Celtics have only attempted 4 free throws, Kesty.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of tight defense.
This is Jason Tatum backing up. Now going to make a run. Got a screen from Horford. Pass back to Horford. In the corner it goes. Right side Holiday. And his three goes down. 21 for the Celtics. They're shooting nearly 60% from three. If you're wondering, the NBA record for NBA three-pointers in a game, any game, in the history. Did we get an 8-second call?
Yes,
we did.
Should have.
Jalen Brunson couldn't get it across half court in time. The NBA record is 29 by the Milwaukee Bucks a few years ago.
Jalen Brown is a wing. He's really not a guard, but it's hard to get some love for your defense when you've got 2 guards who are second-team All-NBA and Derek White and Drew Holiday.
Tatum elbow jumper, swish. He can't miss. 10 of 13, 6 triples, 27 points. That was his first bucket of the second half, and now
got a collision down on the baseline. Josh Hart gets up quick.
Kind of shaking off that left hand a little bit as he went down on the floor. Might have got stepped on. Now he's shaking it off and headed to the free throw line at 8:28 to go in the third quarter. Al Horford picks up his second foul.
I say this as a compliment. Josh Hart has football mentality. If he can go in and avoid hitting you, or he has a choice of hitting you on the way in, he's going to hit you on the way in.
He will.
He causes collisions.
And he has found a home in New York as he hits the first free throw. He used a line in the preseason where he said he felt lost. The preseason wasn't going his way. They're mixing in a new cast of characters as he hits both free throws.
Well, Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns are used to getting a lot of shots. They're volume shooters, and Josh, being a great team guy, is trying to defer to them. And so far, they haven't figured it out. But 5 exhibition games, or preseason games, is not a lot of time to figure it out.
They'll find a sweet spot eventually as Horford misses. Knicks bring it down, trailing 88-62, crossing 8 minutes to go in the third. Brunson runs into the uber-strong Jaylen Brown, flips up a shot, no good, and Jaylen has the rebound. Brown right to left into the front court, stops on the three-point line, stutter step, moves into Brunson, and it's a blocked ball as Jaylen tried to sell another charge that time, but Mark Lindsay calls it a block.
I'll tell you what, Jay Wright, I was lucky. I saw Coach Wright in the Hall of Fame Golf Classic, Jerry Colangelo Hall of Fame Golf Tournament in Phoenix about a month or so ago. And obviously he was bragging on his guys. He felt a little bad that Dante had
he got exiled.
Moved. He was liking them all together, but he could not say enough good things about any of that quartet.
Side out of bounds. Tatum's got it on the right to the top against Bridges. Takes him into the lane. Oh, what a move. Fades, fires, hits another. 29 on opening night for Jason Tatum.
Wow.
And the Celtics have 90 points, and we are not halfway through this third quarter. Karl Anthony Towns back to the basket, faces up on the right. Great pass inside. Bridges, who scores.
Another assist from Cat. We talked about Hartenstein was an excellent passer also, but Tibbs was quick to point out Karl Anthony Towns, very unselfish and a good passer.
Heat check three goes down for Jason Tatum, and a chef's kiss to the crowd. What a night he's having. 32 points, 7 triples. Brunson, a 2-point answer at the other end from the free throw line. Boston still leads 93-66. 22 three-pointers and counting for the Celtics. One away from the season opening record for any team. Horford missing from 3 and rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart bounce pass ahead to Brunson. Drives in the lane, flips it up and in. He is so tough to stop, heading to the basket at just 6 feet 2 inches. 93-68, Boston. Brunson's got 19 points tonight. Here's Tatum behind the back across the perimeter. They go to White in the corner. A 3, good! 23 triples has tied the NBA record for any team in their season opener.
From the top to the left wing to the corner, Horford with the assist, Derek White with the splash.
6 of 7 from 3 in the third quarter. Towns missing on the 2 down low. Offensive board. Hart backs up to the perimeter with 6 minutes to go in the half. 96-68 Celtics. Mikal Bridges, tough 2 is good from the left baseline.
Well, he wants to get in the act. The Celtics have 8 field goals in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. 6 of them are threes.
96-70 Celtics. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Getting ready for some changes at the scoring table. Next dead ball. Tatum feeding it. It ends up with Brown. 3-pointer from the right. It's good. The Celtics have it stuck on automatic from 3 here in this third quarter. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. I don't know how you defend those 3-pointers tonight. Boston's hit 24 of them.
They've only got 99 points, Kesty, with 5:26 to go in the third quarter against column 1 or 1A, best defensive team in the NBA last year, along with the Minnesota Timberwolves, the New York Knicks.
Timeout in Boston. On opening night, on ring night, the 18th banner's gone up, and the Celtics on the floor have a 99-70 lead over the Knicks here in the third. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. what's in your wallet.
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
But only one will get their hands on it. All 30 teams, 6 groups, every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. The Emirates NBA Cup begins November 12th on ESPN and TNT.
Kevin Richard, Insider Granger Studio. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Game 1 of the NBA season on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. In Boston, they call it Missoula ball. It's Chuck threes and hit them. 24 of 40. Kesty PJ, Missoula ball working here on opening night. Back to you guys.
I'd like to say that Joe is smiling, but we're a long way away from that at 5:26 to go here in the third. PJ, you've been on this side of defending a championship, and it doesn't happen often in the NBA. It has happened in the last 7 years. Not easy.
To show you how not easy it is, Cass, you're right. It hasn't happened in 7 years. And 6 of those years, the defending champ got beat in the second round. The other time, he got beat in the first round. So the defending champ has not gotten past the second round of the playoffs in their defense.
Here's Miles McBride off the bench. Hits a three. McBride is still perfect here on opening night. 6 for 6. They need a little more Deuce McBride to get back to
Tibbs is going to turn to his assistants and go, why did we wait 3 minutes? We should have gotten him in sooner.
99-73, Boston. 4:50 left, third quarter. Tatum fires a pass down low. Cornette couldn't handle. Now has it over to Pritchard for 3. Oh, a rare miss. And a rebound contested. Wow. Sims got the rebound. A lot of physical play that time against Derek White. Brunson wheeling on the perimeter. Might have got hit by Hauser. Gives it up to Sims. Gets it back. Brunson drives. Tough drive. Got the foul. Puts it up high off the glass and scores. And Jalen Brunson looking over to the Boston bench with a few words on a tough night for the New York Knicks.
Jalen Brunson's not going to back down. He's still going at it. He's 9 for 12. I was going to say, if you're Tom Thibodeau, you look at the halftime stats and go, we're out shooting them. We're shooting 58%. We got 55 points. Only problem is we're down 19. It's incredible. You got a couple of really good individual offensive performances for the New York Knicks, but defensively, just not happening against this three-point onslaught.
Brunson hits the three-point play, 22 points for Jalen, 99-76 Celtics, 4:10 to go third quarter. Hauser outside to Tatum, who's got a 32-point night working. Tatum feeds the rolling White, one power dribble, flips it up, and scores for the Celtics. That is only their 13th two-pointer of the night.
It was also Jason Tatum's 9th assist.
Getting close to double digits as Brunson misses off the glass, contested. Down floor, Tatum the other way. His assist numbers were way up in the postseason last year. He feeds White here on the drive. Brunson ends up on the deck. They'll call the foul on Jalen, and that'll put Derek White at the free throw line.
Those two guys spent so much time on the floor, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. It's incredible.
Derek White Celtics won 64 games last season. They were 37-4 here in Boston. And you pointed out at the top was the domination with which they played from the start of the season to the end. They won the regular season games by almost 11 points a game as White connects on the first free throw.
Because they put up some numbers that were absurd. They had the most 50-point wins in NBA history, 3. Most 40-point wins in NBA history in a season, 4. Most 30-point wins in an NBA season, 10. And the most 25-point wins, 17 in an NBA season. Are you kidding me?
A remarkable year from start to finish as Derek White hits both free throws, 103-76 in favor of Boston. And now Brunson authors an air ball on a 3.
Caused by Derek White. Great pressure on the shot.
One of the reasons Derek got a shot to play for Team USA. Outstanding perimeter defense.
We got 3 gold medalists here today.
Yes.
We talked about Jason Tatum before as he just overpowers Mikal Bridges in the paint for a bucket. All the Celtic coaches are up asking Zach Zarba why that wasn't an and one. But let's not forget Drew Holiday with his 2nd gold medal, and Derek White and Jason Tatum. 3 of the 12 Olympians for our gold medal team playing for Steve Kerr, Boston Celtics.
Crowd not happy here, PJ. Josh Hart ended up on the deck, and Sam Hauser got called for a foul.
Well, there's the collision we talked about. Josh Hart was headed to the lane, and rather than go straight line, he went off Sam Hauser's front of his number 30 Celtic jersey and ended up sprawled on the floor. Josh Hart walking over now, not a happy camper.
And how much is Joe Mazzulla still invested in this 29-point game? He was barking from about a foot away with Zach Zarba on that call.
Well, they were really upset on the other end that Jason Tatum didn't get the and one against Mikal Bridges.
Here's Bridges on the drive to the basket. Scores for the Knicks at 2:58 to go in the third. 105-78 Celtics. Jason Tatum, by the way, he's over 30 points tonight. His 4th career season opener with at least 30. That's a franchise record. Here's Tatum.
Closing in on a double-double also.
Jabbing, rising, connecting, another 3. 8 triples for Tatum. 37 points on opening night. And we still have 2.5 to go in the third quarter.
25 made threes for the Boston Celtics.
Bridges can't answer with a 3 on the other end. Ball tapped out. Offensive rebound, New York. Bridges thought about another. Gives to Anunoby. Drives in from the left. Outside to Payne. The lefty 3. Good for the veteran Cameron Payne.
Cam Payne is going to help New York. I'm not sure. I should call my buddy Bobby Marks today from ESPN to find out. But Landry Shamet was also going to be a nice addition for the New York Knicks.
Separated his shoulder late in preseason and was waived. We're under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here's White off the catch for 3. Yep, 26 three-pointers. 3 off the all-time record for NBA threes in any game. And we have 1:40 left in the third quarter. 30-point lead, Celtics. Here's a 3, corner 3. Good for Bridges.
Bridges is heating up. That's a good sign for New York because, as you mentioned earlier, Kesty, he struggled in the preseason.
He did. I think it was 2 for 19.
Atypically.
Yeah, from three-point land. 1:25 to go in the third. White well beyond the stripe. Missed a 3. Rebounded by Jericho Sims.
Boy, Derek White has a quick release, does he not?
He does.
Wow.
One of the many Celtics rewarded with a rich contract here in Boston. Here's McBride driving the lane. High off the window. No. Might have been looking for Sims on some two-man game. Sims never touched it.
He was, and that was his first miss.
Here's your quick trigger. White pull-up 3 in transition. Missed it. And it trickles out of bounds to New York. 59 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Bring a gold medalist in for another gold medalist. Not a lot of teams can do that, Cass.
They can't.
Let's put a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in for another gold medalist.
And was there anyone more important in Tokyo 3 years ago than Drew Holiday, who was coming off his first championship with Milwaukee? Remember, that was a delayed finals.
Not that KD wasn't really good, but believe me, when the cavalry showed up after the NBA finals,
Knicks with it, trailing 111-84. We're 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Jericho Sims up high, dribble handoff. McBride has a screen, is open for three, and buries it. How about Deuce McBride? 7 of 8 from the field.
That missed the last possession when he was looking to pass, the only shot he's missed.
He's got 20 off the bench. Tatum couldn't finish, ball in the air. Luke Cornett cleans it up with a flush.
Cornett's going to get a lot of play. He played very well for them last year, but with KP out, Kristaps Porzingis, as long as he's going to be out, Luke Cornett and Al Horford are going to get a lot of time at that center position along with Xavier Tillman.
15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. McBride on top. Thought about a shot. Passes off. 2 to shoot now. Sends it out. Here's a flip shot. Missed the rim. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter on the Payne miss. Pritchard trying to get some open space. Had it knocked away. Knicks have it as the horn sounds. And the Boston Celtics have 26 three-pointers at the end of 3 quarters. 9 of them coming here in this third quarter.
How many turnovers do they have, Mr. Castasher?
Are they still 2?
2.
0 for the third quarter?
0 for the third quarter.
My goodness, that's a good opening night so far. 3 quarters of the way through. Boston, the defending champs, 113, the Knicks 87. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with 0 experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits Black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 Black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
FX's English teacher. Every single one of these essays is so bad.
An F? What is this?
With grades like this, I'm gonna have to hit the corner, sir.
From executive producers of What We Do in the Shadows.
Who's running the school? Is it us or is it them? Them.
Go sit next to Tiffany.
She told me it was offensive to learn Mandarin because you're not Japanese.
FX's English teacher is now streaming on Hulu. All new Mondays on FX.
3 quarters complete in Boston with the NBA on ESPN Radio.
Tatum feeding it. It ends up with Brown. 3-pointer from the right. It's good. The Celtics have it stuck on automatic from 3 here in this third quarter. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. I don't know how you defend those 3-pointers tonight. Boston's hit 24 of them.
They added 2 more. They have 26. They are 1 shy of their team record with 12 minutes to go. And as we go to the fourth quarter, Mark Kessler and PJ Calissimo in Boston, how about this for the Knicks? You're shooting 58% for the game and you're losing by 26. Good Lord. Back to you guys.
That's remarkable, Kev. You're right. Franchise record 27 threes. The NBA record is 29 threes set by the Milwaukee Bucks 4 years ago. And Jason Tatum only had 1 10-assist game in the whole regular season last year. He's got 10 dimes to go with his 37 points.
I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders. And to piggyback on what K-Dub just said, you look at the third quarter only stats. The Knicks shot 57% from the field, 71 from 3, had only 3 turnovers, scored 32 points, and got outscored by 7
Yikes.
by a team that had no turnovers.
113-87 Boston, and the Celtics will open up with the ball here to start the fourth. Jaylen Brown on the elbow. Jason Tatum's on the bench. Brown rises, fires, misses. Offensive board. Xavier Tillman Outside to Hauser, who plants for three, and there it is. 27 threes, tying the Celtics franchise record.
With 11 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Who will have the record breaker? 116-87 Boston. Opening minute of play, fourth quarter. Deuce McBride hits the rolling OG Anunoby into Tillman, who commits the personal foul. Xavier Tillman, who came over from Memphis last year, and PJ mentioned it earlier, played well for them in the postseason, defended Luka Doncic well in the NBA Finals against Dallas.
I remember being surprised. It seems like, Xavier's been in his fifth year. I said, he's been around a while. He's 25 years old. He's not going to be 26 until January. Again, we talk about Brad Stevens and the additions, not just the additions who have been productive. They're young and they're going to be here.
Anunoby hits the free throw. It's funny you say that because I know Drew Holiday's been around a while, but if I had asked you how many seasons is this now for Drew Holiday, it stunned me yesterday. It's his 16th.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
Three-pointer good, a Celtics record. Jaylen Brown hits the triple. That's 28 threes. It's now a Boston franchise record and one off the NBA record. And we got 10:50 to go here in the ballgame. Here's the drive. Bridges, nice drive to the basket, slips it in. Knicks still trail 119-91. Jaylen Brown out on the right, defended by Cam Payne, trying to poke it away, and a foul called by Payne out on the perimeter.
Remember looking, I wanted to verify how old Mikal Bridges was. And I looked, he's 28, talking about 28 threes. He's 28. How close is he with Jalen Brunson? Well, Mikal Bridges was born August 30th, 1996. Jalen Brunson was born August 31st, 1996.
Wow.
I'm
How about that?
Yeah, I'm saying, whoa.
Jaylen Brown pickpocketed nearly by OG Anunoby. Brown with it. Stutter step now gets Anunoby off his feet and drew the foul as Brown tried to author a shot there. 2 free throws coming for Jaylen Brown as Anunoby picks up his third.
Look at Tibbs. He's such a good guy. He's trying to help Brandon Schwab with his officiating, explaining to him how, when a guy doesn't really make contact with his body, you don't have to call the foul. Isn't that nice of him to share the wisdom?
Little school, yeah, absolutely.
With the young official.
Tibbs now 66 years of age. He has now coached the Knicks as long as he coached the Bulls. Remember, he went to Chicago after he helped Doc Rivers win a championship here in 2008 as Brown connects on the first free throw. 5 years in Chicago, 2.5 years with Minnesota. This is year 5 in New York.
I'm going to come with some Tibbs stats right now because we did have enough time getting ready for this game. The last game we worked was back in June. Tom Thibodeau, second fastest coach to 100 wins. Did it in 130 games. Guy sitting on the other bench tonight, Joe Mazzulla, fifth fastest to 100 wins in the NBA. Took him 137 games. Incredible.
2 great starts for those coaches. Knicks miss a 3. Jaylen Brown has it for Boston. 10-10 to go in the ballgame. Refeeds Brown. Double team comes over to try to intercept it. And a whistle and a Knick foul. That one's going to be on Payne. That'll be his third.
There haven't been a lot of fouls called, period. Knicks had 8 after 3 quarters. The Celtics had only attempted 6 free throws. They're 5 for 6 from the free throw line.
Jaylen Brown off the inbound on the right side, inside the arc, shoots it over Sims, a rainbow that missed wide left.
Not a good shot selection by Jaylen Brown.
Bridges falling down, tried to spin by Brown, and Jaylen gets called for the foul. That is his third. Have we hit the bonus in any of these quarters so far here tonight? I don't believe we have.
I don't think we could be remotely close for the game. Let me look at the
second team foul on Boston here in the fourth.
Updated stats. Now the Knicks are up to 11 personal fouls and 13 for Boston.
At least they're close in that category.
Yeah, I think the officials felt compelled to blow the whistle a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
Anunoby misses the 3. Boston coming the other way. Brown to Pritchard. Celtics a 3-point made away from tying the NBA record. They go inside to Horford. Lefty hook is good. 9.5 left in the game.
Al was looking to kick the ball out, but no one was open at the 3-point line, so he shot over the much smaller Deuce McBride.
Boston by 32. Here's Bridges at the top, drives, fades, angles to the left, and connects. Well, if you try to find some silver linings as they get set to play the Pacers Friday, Mikal Bridges starting to get
Yeah, 16 points, 7 for 13 from the field. He's at 2 for 7. I actually thought he shot it better from 3. He's only 2 for 7 from downtown.
Peyton Pritchard with 9 minutes to go. Fires in the corner. Holiday into the mid-post. This is Tillman against the smaller McBride. They feed it out to the opposite corner. Three-pointers good, Al Horford. And the Celtics have tied the NBA record, 29 triples in a game. Not an opening night record, the NBA record. Anunoby for 3. Can't answer. Tipped out by Sims, and Boston has it. Down floor to Holiday, who leaked out and laid it in. And the Celtics' domination on opening night continues.
Again, Al Horford, before he got the rebound, knew he was going to pivot because he knew he had a teammate, Drew Holiday, streaking to the other end. Great court awareness and unselfish play by the Celtics.
Timeout, Knicks. 8:35 to go on opening night. Celtics 128 and the Knicks 93. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hey Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries? Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh and get 50% off Kellogg's cereal. Get deals on thousands of grocery items and save up to 50% on weekly favorites. Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh. Select varieties.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Pain hits fast, so get relief fast. Only Tylenol Rapid Release Gels have laser-drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Fast release, fast relief. And now with fast 1-hour delivery available at Walgreens. See walgreens.com/same-day delivery for details.
Wow, you look fantastic.
I love all the sparkle. It's your fault. You introduced me to jewelry television. I can't stop watching.
Right, the prices are amazing.
I know. There are so many different styles, and the color gemstone jewelry. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous.
And did you notice JTV also has gifts for men? I got Jake an Invicta watch that he loves.
New JTV customers receive $40 off their next purchase when they shop jtv.com/radio.
Who are you texting?
I'm not. I'm shoppingjtv.com.
104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
I'm Kevin Richard with the NBA on ESPN Radio. Time now to answer our Dr. Pepper trivia question. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. When was the last time the Boston Celtics won back-to-back NBA titles? It did not happen with the original Big Three of Bird, McHale, and Parrish. It did not happen in the 70s. Your answer is 68 and 69. And remember, in 69, they beat the Lakers in 7, and Jerry West from the losing team was named the NBA Finals MVP. That testing in PJ was numbers 9 and 10 in an 11-year stretch. So 68 and 69. Back to you in Boston.
Kevin, thank you. And I'm not smart enough. Doug Lane, our engineer, had to tell me, just look up. All the banners are hanging there.
That's a great
I'm
point.
taxing my terrible memory. Just look up.
But I know one thing that made you happy. Who just got a standing ovation during the timeout when they showed him on the board?
Mike Gorman, the long-time just retired voice of the Boston Celtics, as the Knicks miss a three from outside, sitting courtside with his wife, Terry.
43 years.
Yeah.
Most of them with Tommy Heinsohn.
Missed by Sims. Rebound, Peyton Pritchard. Celtics going to win opening night. The question is, nobody's ever had 33 pointers in an NBA game. And here's Jaylen Brown with a chance to get it. Oh, he airballed that one. Might have squeezed it just a little bit too much, and out of bounds it goes to the Knicks. PJ, did you think back in the day the teams would take 33-point shots, let alone make 33s?
Absolutely no way. Other than Mike D'Antoni's team, there's nobody else would have even considered, and well before Mike.
McBride rattles one home from 10 feet away, 128-95. Boston leading the Knicks, 7:45 to go. And I think the crowd knows that they're one away.
You know I want to give no love to social media. They absolutely know. Yeah. They've been jumping up and down. They know there's a chance for NBA history.
Here's Holiday feeding the rolling Cornet. Swings it outside slowly to Brown. 4 to shoot. He finds Tillman. Would Tillman get the 30th? That would have been the most unlikely as he comes up short on the three.
Air balls we have from Jalen Brown and Xavier Tillman Sr.
Campaign missing a three from the left. Celtics have it. Peyton Pritchard's my guess. And he just had the ball. He gives it up to Drew Holiday. 128-95 Celtics. We're coming up on 7 minutes to go here on opening night. Here's Holiday feeding the rolling Tillman. Tillman circles under the basket and lays it up and in. And the crowd's like, why aren't you spraying it to the outside?
I'll tell you, it's gone very flat because that's all they're waiting for right now.
130-95. That'll be the next record we look up. Season opening points for NBA and for Boston. 6:40 to go here in regulation. Miles McBride comes to the top, tries to drive on Brown, sends it to the wing. Dadier hits a three. Pacome Dadier from France. The late first-round pick by the Knicks with the triple. 130-98 in favor of Boston. 6.5 minutes to play.
That's first of what will probably lead many threes for that young man.
Xavier Tillman drives the end line, finds Pritchard for three, missed it. Rebounded by Payne, still sitting on 29.
Is that 3 straight misses or go longer than that?
I got at least 3.
Yep.
Sims outside Anunoby, three-pointer, no, and a push from behind against Boston as Dadier tried to come up with an offensive rebound. It's going to go on Drew Holiday with 6:05 to go. Second foul on Holiday. And now we got a little shift change here, so it won't be Jaylen Brown to get the 30th three.
It won't be Drew Holiday.
It won't be Drew Holiday. So it could be Sam Hauser is back in, along with Jordan Walsh, who's a second-year player from Arkansas who had a really good preseason after a terrible summer league. Inbound will come to Ariel Huckaporty, making his NBA debut. The big man from Germany. Over to Payne, drives inside, tries to duck it underneath. It went off the foot of a player. They'll call a kickball on the Celtics in that traffic in the lane with 5:56 to go.
Yeah, Pacome Didier, even though he's from France, you have 2 guys who played in the Bundesliga.
That's right.
For the New York Knicks, Huckaporty and Dadier.
Huckaporty's been 3 years. The last 3 years in Australia. Played with Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Sims driving. Jericho Sims.
I'm liking what I've seen from Jericho Sims tonight. I don't want to give the assistant coach who's been working with him too much of a plug, but Mark Bryant from Seton Hall.
Why not?
Done a nice job.
130-100. Boston leading. 5.5 to go. Here's a drive by Pritchard. Goes to the right hand. It's blocked by Huckaporty. His first NBA block. Down floor pass intended for McBride. Tapped out by the Celtics on the far left side. 5:24 to play.
Game's gotten very, very spotty. We've got some
another NBA
rookies getting their
up.
first time. Yeah, exactly.
Tyler Kolek, the outstanding point guard from Marquette, checking in for Miles McBride. They feel like they got a steal with him at number 34. Led the nation in assists last year.
We had them in the tournament. He's an impressive young player.
Inbound Knicks. Here's a drive. Campaign puts it up and in. Knicks still down 28 with 5:14 to go.
Joe Mazzulla is not a happy camper right now.
Someone wants that 30th three-pointer, and they haven't hit one since. Haven't come close. Peyton Pritchard with it. We're crossing 5 minutes to go in the game. Outside to Hauser. Hauser steps to his left for the record. A three off the front rim. It's a miss. Huckaporty rebounds for New York. Leaves it for Cameron Payne with 4:50 to go. Payne on the drive. Left hand off the window and in. So good with that left hand.
Joe Mazzulla's getting ready to call a timeout to talk to his guys about both ends of the floor, their offense and their defense.
9-0 Knickerbocker run, still Boston by 26, 4.5 to go. Pritchard spots for a record three, missed it off the mark to the left. They're trying too hard.
Yeah, these misses aren't even close.
No.
They've had a couple of air balls and a couple of bad misses.
Here's Kolek's first NBA three. Good. He hits from outside. 12 straight Knick points. Timeout. Joe Mazzulla. Boston's lead still comfortable at 23, but Joe Mazzulla not comfortable with his team.
No, I would say an unhappy Joe Mazzulla. You combine the timeouts that Tibbs had a call early and a few that Joe Mazzulla's had. They're both in midseason form.
Timeout with 4:20 to go here in Boston. Oh, some of the fans are headed to the exits. They don't want to wait for a record-breaking three. Boston 130, New York 107. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Progressive presents 10 things on a contractor's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Bidding a new client, giving an accurate estimate, finding affordable materials, getting a client to pay you for work you already did, getting a client to pay you, period, securing permits and workers and tools, getting those workers and tools to work together, and finding the perfect pair of overalls. Pockets, baby. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Kevin Rich, I want to thank all of you who logged on to our social media accounts at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. 43% of you said Jason Tatum would be the player to get in the zone tonight. Quite honestly, you could have picked any Celtic and you would have been just fine with the answer. Reminder, we're gonna rejoin you for a little bit of Emirates NBA Cup group play starting on Tuesday, November 19th. We're gonna have the Thunder and Spurs. Mark Kessler, PJ Calissimo. We're going to have 3 group play games before we hit the semis and the championship coming up in December. Back to you guys in Boston.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. PJ and I will be at our first Cup Tuesday game on November 19th, Oklahoma City at San Antonio.
I am
Year
really
2 for Wemby.
Looking forward to seeing Mr. Wembanyama, who continues to improve.
And OKC, many feel, could win the West. Nobody's ever hit 30 3-pointers in an NBA game. Here's Sam Hauser on the right, drives, puts up a 2-pointer off the window and in. He wanted to get it out to Horford in the corner, but I'm sure Joe Mazzulla said something. They've missed their last 5 threes. Take the good shot.
Exactly right.
132-107 Celtics, 3:50 left here on opening night. Cameron Payne, right-hand drive. Now an elbow jumper's good, smooth looking off the bench for Payne, who's got 11.
Solid.
132-109. Only thing left is, will the Celtics get 33s? Here is a spinning running hook that misses from Xavier Tillman.
Crowd getting uneasy. They're actually starting to come to grips with the fact that it may not happen.
What was the time on the 29th? Here's a turnaround Dadier miss for the Knicks. It was like 11 minutes to go or 10-something.
It was a while ago. I don't know. It was 11.
There was almost no chance it wouldn't happen, and now we have 3:10 to go. Here's Pritchard. He could still stroke it. He's out beyond the arc and has got the long Frenchman Dadier defending. Now to Hauser. Pulls for 3 for the record. A miss. And Huckaporty has the Knick rebound. Outlet, Tyler Kolek. Kolek dribble handoff to Payne. Knicks have it. Dadier driving, finds the baseline cutting Sims. Tried to pass it out to the wing. Nobody's there. Out of bounds to Boston.
8:54, according to our very reliable producer, Mr. Medani. Al Horford three-pointer on a Peyton Pritchard assist. Gave him a 33-point.
You hear the chant?
I have not heard that.
One more three. That's a new chant.
I have never heard a one more three chant in the NBA.
A 1-3 away from the record. Here's Pritchard, a deep three for the record. No, off the rim. It's an offensive rebound to Hauser, an open three. In and out, no good. Pritchard's got it, another chance if they want it. Pritchard from the right for three. That's no good. And Huckaporty misses. I think they've missed 10 straight threes since they've hit 29.
Well, they couldn't miss for the longest time, and now they're unable to make.
Well, they'll get another chance as the Knicks turn it over. Kolek's pass down the lane goes off of Sims and out of bounds. If you're just joining us, the Celtics have a 132-109 lead on the Knicks. There's 2:10 to go, and the crowd is getting on its feet. 29 threes is tied an NBA record. It's Tillman for three, missing it. High rebound, and Huckaporty's got it, pushed from behind on the rebound attempt. That's going to be on Namias Keita, the Portuguese big man for the Celtics, called for the foul. 1:58 to go. The fans have gotten everything they wanted tonight. They saw the banner go up. They saw the players get their rings. They saw the Celtics score 43 in the first quarter with 10 triples. Will they see an NBA record 30th three-pointer? Here's Sims on the right baseline for the Knicks. Pass on top to Huckaporty. Now back to Kolek, who drives. Cross-court pass, nobody there, and out of bounds.
Mark Lindsay was there.
He was, good point. He was looking for Jacob Toppin, who just checked into the game. The Celtics have missed their last 10 threes after they hit their 29th. The crowd's on its feet like it's a one-point game. It's a blowout, but looking for that 30th three. Pritchard for three in the record. Off the front rim, no good. And rebounded by Huckaporty. 1:20 to go. At least we got some drama here left.
This is the most since halftime, without question.
Kolek drives, lefty scoop, no good. Rebounded by Tillman. Boston will get another crack at it. 1:08 to go in the fourth. They've missed 11 consecutive threes. They're one off the NBA record for threes made in a game. Hauser skips to his left, shoots the three. No, off the back iron. And we've got a loose ball foul against the Knicks underneath as Xavier Tillman was looking to come up with the rebound. Pacom Dadier, the rookie, with the foul.
If they make it, obviously they still deserve credit, but this is not the way they wanted to make it.
No.
After missing 11 straight.
55 seconds to go. Hauser will inbound front court right for Boston, sitting on 29 threes. Into Pritchard. Pritchard sends it over to Walsh for three. Air balls it out of bounds. Jordan Walsh, the second-year man. And of Arkansas couldn't come up with
that
it.
Will be mentioned at practice for sure. Jordan Walsh had a chance to go down in history.
Kolek outside to Jericho Sims. 40 seconds to go. Feed Sims rolling toward the bucket. Pass to the wing. This time finds Jacob Toppin. Missed badly on a three. And it goes out of bounds. And Boston will get another chance. 35 seconds to go.
Boston's had one made field goal, Kesty, in the past 7 minutes.
They're on their feet here at TD Garden.
They may not shoot it, Kest.
Good point. Peyton Pritchard just walked it over the half-court line. They have tied the NBA record for most threes in a game with 29, and now the crowd sensing that Pritchard's just going to take a 24-second violation.
Joe may
here.
have told him not to shoot it.
Well, they got enough opportunities to break it. 12 of them, missed them all.
Yep, consecutive.
Boston will take the shot clock violation. Pritchard thought about shooting a half-court shot after the violation, and the Knicks can run out the final 11 seconds. They got everything but the record, PJ. But they tied an NBA record. And the first 29, most of them barely touched the rim. And then they could not answer, could not buy one after that.
8:54, Kest. There was no chance they weren't going to get the record.
There's the horn. They raise the 18th banner. Boston hits 29 three-pointers to tie an NBA record, and the Celtics are victorious on opening night, 132-109 over the Knicks.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown combined for 60. Derek White, Drew Holiday throw in 42 on top of that in a dominant, impressive performance by the current NBA champions.
Well, that's 4 straight wins now for NBA defending champs. And a nice hug at half court for Jaylen Brown and Jalen Brunson. Tough start for the Knicks as they got out to a competitive start in this ball game, PJ, but then the threes just started to fall, and the Knicks couldn't buy a three in the early going. Got behind big, gave up 43 in the first quarter, 74 at half, and the Celtics go on to a 132-109 win over the New York Knicks. And we're getting set for our post-game guest as Jaylen Brown will be joining us courtside. He's putting on the headset right now. Jalen, it's Mark Kestisher and PJ Carlissimo right behind you. Congratulations.
What's going on, guys? Thank you.
We haven't seen you since the NBA Finals. You get those feelings back, right, when the banner goes up and you pick up the ring. How are you guys able to put that all aside and play such a good game here tonight?
Definitely. Tonight was a historic night. To be able to have all the legends here in place, man, it was an awesome feeling. A lot of emotions going around. I was fighting the tears, man. It was great. It was a great feeling, but we played some good basketball tonight. That's how we want to start the season.
JB, first of all, congratulations on the championship. Congratulations on being both finals and Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I know you want to talk about today and going forward, but what a magnificent playoffs you had last year.
Yes, sir. I mean, playoffs is over now. We're starting again from day one. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. We're starting again from day one, and tonight is how we wanted to start the show. So, it's just a mindset thing. It's a mindset. It's my job to set the tone on defense, bring the energy, and tonight we did that.
Jalen, you obviously have played at a very high level, and this team has gone far in many years, but this is the first time defending a championship, so you may not have the answer to the question, but what do you think it's going to take to try to replicate what happened last year?
I think it's going to be a fight. I don't think it's going to be nothing easy. It's going to be a fight against ourselves, against normalcy, complacency. It's going to be a fight individually, so I'm going to just do my job as a leader to try to help my team get prepared each and every night, and that's what's going to be the journey.
You guys played both ends of the floor. I thought, well, you gave up more paint points than you guys are accustomed to getting, but when you forced a turnover, you converted it every time, and your ball movement was great. You had so few turnovers. Jay, you put up 132 points. The team had 4 turnovers.
Yeah, no, that's the key, taking care of the ball and guarding with a high level. You got some paint points, but when you're shooting the ball like that, them two's not going to beat you. The math not going to add up. So we want to make sure we keep our defensive scheme. We want to make sure we protect the paint, no easy baskets, but do our job and get up and down the floor.
Everything but the last 3-pointers, but it was still pretty spectacular hitting 29 of them.
We had a bunch of good looks. Can't be mad at it. We had a bunch of good looks, so it worked out well.
Congratulations.
Great job, Jalen. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jaylen Brown on opening night, and the Boston Celtics with a winner over the Knicks, 132-109. Brown goes for 23 points, 7 rebounds. He had 5 of those 29 3-pointers. Jason Tatum finished with 37 points, 10 assists, did it all in 3 quarters. He had 8 of those 3-pointers. The starting 5, PJ, nobody had less than 3 triples. Tatum had 8, Brown had 5, Holiday had 4, and Derek White had 6. Pretty remarkable.
Kesty, I'm so impressed with the assists and the turnovers. 132 points, 33 assists, 4 turnovers for this team. And I did quick math. I'm not sure when 8:54, John said was last. They were 2 for their last 17 or 18 from the field.
And 0 for their last 13 from 3.
From 3, yeah. And 2 for 17 or 18 overall. Basically, they didn't score a field goal in the past 8 minutes and a half or something. Unbelievable.
1 in the last 7 minutes, I'm told. But they had enough of a lead, got up as many as 35 points, and it's back to the drawing board a bit for the Knicks. Look, you could kind of brush aside the Celtics got super hot. The Knicks are going to take on the Indiana Pacers in their Madison Square Garden debut for the season on Friday. And so for Tom Thibodeau and company, they will start again in 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks are off until actually the players, believe me, would rather be playing. These practices are going to be a little intense. But they're Friday home in the Garden, Madison Square Garden, the other Garden, with Indiana. As you mentioned, Monday, Cleveland at home. Meantime, Boston on an every other day. Thursday, they're in Washington. Saturday, they're at Detroit before they're back here Monday to see Giannis and the Bucks.
So the final score, 132-109. I'm trying to do the quick math here. That's what, a 23-point win?
Yes, it is.
So they didn't get to that 25 point.
No, it didn't make.
I was going to add to what they did last year.
17 of those last year.
Well, if they hit 2 of those last 13 threes, they might have got it. PJ, we're off and running. We'll talk to everybody again here on ESPN Radio on our 30th season of the NBA on ESPN Radio from San Antonio on November the 19th.
I look forward to it, and what a great way to start. That is one impressive performance by the Boston Celtics.
29 threes, tying an NBA record as Jason Tatum goes for 37 points, and the Celtics beat the Knicks 132-109 the final from TD Garden in Boston. Now for PJ Carlissimo, our producer, John Medani, our engineer, Doug Lane, I'm Mark Kestisher. That'll do it from Boston. Let's send it to Kevin Winter in the studio with the postgame show.
Gentlemen, great job. Kesty, I'll pass you at some point on either the Mass Pike or 84 on our way home at some point down that stretch. Look, for the Celtics, they don't set the record for three-pointers in a game made, and they also only win by 23, so you know what that means. Joe Mazzulla is going to be ticked off at something, because that's the way Joe Mazzulla rolls. He's just one of those coaches where if he enjoyed last year's championship, he did it for about an hour until after the duck boat parade was done. And then after that, he was back onto this year. Celtics hammer the Knicks on opening night. Give you the highlights coming up next, and then clear the way for game night, which comes your way across the ESPN Radio Network. All that is up next. From inside our Granger studio, I'm Kevin Winter. Highlights of the Celtics punking the Knicks on opening night is next. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real-person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696. And manage your diabetes as easy as...
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits Black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 Black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Kevin Winter with you for the NBA on ESPN Radio. Opening night, Celtics and the Knicks. By the way, Game 2 of the national television doubleheader coming up. Lakers and the Timberwolves. A lot of questions. I think everyone's anticipating, when will we see NBA history tonight? When will Bronny James hit the court with his dad? J.J. Redick, the new Laker coach, was asked about that earlier tonight.
We had a couple conversations around it. I think everybody is on the same page. You know, we want it to sort of make sense, and we want it to happen naturally and in the flow of a game.
Brian Wienerhorst, our ESPN NBA insider, the host of the Hoop Collective podcast, he told me before the game on NBA Countdown, he said, maybe keep an eye on about the second quarter. That's kind of his prediction, so we'll see what happens. Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves coming up from Los Angeles. Hell of a night for the James family, for Savannah, the whole family. Great night indeed. We'll see what happens there. Our game flow, Celtics and Knicks, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. Okay. So last year, the Celtics won the NBA championship, dominating fashion. Regular season, postseason. They got their rings. Their rings were just ridiculous in size. Boston raised its 18th banner to the rafters, the most in NBA history. And then they went out and absolutely just bludgeoned the New York Knicks. Let's give you the Knick highlight of the night.
Towns outside against Drew Holiday. Sends it out to Hart with 7 to shoot. Back to Karl Anthony Towns. He's backing down Holiday into the mid-post. 3 to shoot. Turns. Lefty hook is good for Karl Anthony Towns.
Welcome to New York.
All right, so there's your Knick highlight of the night. Everything else was Celtics.
Jason Tatum, a 3 to open, and he connects. And welcome to the new season.
Interestingly enough, that was something JT did not do very well in the playoffs last year, was make threes.
He shot 26% in the finals. Tatum for 3, another one. What an opening night for Jason Tatum. 4 triples, 15 in the first quarter, and the Celtics have a 13-point lead. Here's Tatum with it, 3 to shoot, baseline 3, good. I mean, that barely moved the net. That might have been the best of the 17 three-pointers they've hit this half.
Bridges was right on him. He just leaned back. His shoulder almost went into the Boston bench behind him, and he buried it.
The Celtics have tied their franchise record for 3.5 with 17.
17 three-point field goals made by the Boston Celtics in the first half. Jason Tatum had 25. Boston led by 19. Third quarter.
Tatum's got it on the right to the top against Bridges. Takes him into the lane. Oh, what a move. Fades, fires, hits another. 29 on opening night for Jason Tatum.
Wow.
Heat check 3 goes down for Jason Tatum. And a chef's kiss to the crowd. What a night he's having. 32 points, 7 triples. Tatum feeding it. It ends up with Brown. 3-pointer from the right. It's good. The Celtics have it stuck on automatic from 3 here in this third quarter. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. I don't know how you defend those 3-pointers tonight. Boston's hit 24 of them. This is Tillman against the smaller McBride. They feed it out to the opposite corner. 3-pointers good, Al Horford. And the Celtics have tied the NBA record, 29 triples in a game.
All right, getting it done. Play the game brought to you by Grainger, with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Boston would then miss their final 13 threes of the game. They still shot 47.5% from distance. Your final score is the Celtics clobber the Knicks 132-109. Jason Tatum, 37 points on 14 of 18 shooting, 8 of 11 from distance, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. He spoke with TNT's Ali LaForce.
Jason, congratulations on an incredible start. There was no missing with this team tonight. Setting NBA records, tying NBA records, nothing could miss. And on a night where you had to carry the emotions over from a ring ceremony, what's going through your mind as you just witnessed so much greatness on your opening night?
Man, I'm really proud of the way we played. Tonight was emotional. This was a celebration of what we accomplished last year. For a lot of us, that was our first experience getting a ring and raising the banner. So tonight was special, and to kind of have to reset and go try to win a basketball game against a really good team on opening night. The way that we just came out and responded and played the right way, I'm proud of us.
We knew this team was elite at three-point shooting, but did you even surprise yourself a little bit as you saw each one continue to go in?
No, not really, but I'm surprised we missed every three for the last 8 minutes. We're going to be upset about that.
What excites you most about the way you guys started?
Just kind of like how we transitioned from last year, right? Last year was special, and tonight is kind of like we got to put it behind us. We won our ring, got our ring, raised the banner, and now it's on to the next season. We got to get ready for Washington on Thursday, but we got to enjoy the night, get ready for Thursday.
So much to look forward to. Great start, Jason. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right, there's Jason Tatum with TNT's Ali LaForce. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. I'm Kevin Richard, inside our Granger studio. So our 30th season of broadcasting the NBA on ESPN Radio is off and running. We're going to join you next on Tuesday night, November 19th. We're going to have games the 19th, the 26th, and Tuesday, December 3rd. All of those are Tuesday dates. We're going to have games. Those 3 dates, they're going to be Emirates NBA Cup group stage games. So we're going to have 3 group stage games before we have the Emirates NBA Cup semifinals on Saturday, December 14th, and the championship game on Tuesday night, December 17th. Of course, we're going to have a Christmas Day doubleheader. We're off and running. The Celtics absolutely punked the Knicks on opening night. Final score in Boston, 132-109. Game night comes your way next across the ESPN Radio Network. I'm Kevin Winter. We thank you for listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio.
Hey, Amazon Prime members, why pay more for groceries? Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh and get 50% off a 3-pound bag of grapes for $3.99. Get deals on thousands of grocery items and save up to 50% on weekly favorites. Shop Prime exclusive deals at Amazon Fresh. Select varieties.
Once upon a time, there was an SUV where everything for every passenger feels just right. Not too loud or too quiet. Introducing the all-new 3-row Infiniti QX80 with individual audio zones that isolates phone calls to the driver's seat. Discover every just right feature in the all-new QX80 at InfinityUSA.com. Available feature. Cannot buffer all interior sound. See owner's manual for details.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide